Hello, welcome back to Al Talks. This podcast I started 3 years ago to chronicle me starting stand up. This podcast is a weekly podcast. It comes out once a week, and this is just a small little introduction video into the podcast. So, down below in the description of each episode, you can go to my Linktree and find links to everything connected to me. This podcast is available on YouTube, which you're watching it on right now, and also on Spotify. But yeah, that is just a small introduction into this podcast and everything that goes along with it. Hello, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Anyway, like I said, this is part of the bulk recording. I don't know, this new equipment still just fucking, I don't know, can't wrap my brain around it really. But yeah, so what I want to talk about was the fact that is that helping at all? I don't know. This equipment is something. But yeah, so what did I want to talk about? Yeah, so this episode, what I want to talk about was the first gig I had this year, which was at my friend's comedy show, one of the comedy shows they do per night, Trial By Laughter, their Thursday night show, which is in Barua. This is the second night that Malinda used to run back in the day before he moved to Vienna, and it yeah, a lot has happened today in terms of the equipment not working, which was annoying. The installation for the Razer camera thing came up again. It's like, why does it keep asking me every time I try to record? I don't know. But anyway, so the first show I did this year, which is in Barua, Trial By Laughter, it was a great night. Uh, John was doing another gig somewhere else, so he had a guest host, Darren Gaffney, who also runs a comedy club up in Dublin called Bite the Bullet. Definitely check it out if you're in the Drumcondra area up in Dublin. And like Darren started off hosting the show. There was a couple of lads in the corner, two of them from England and one from Ireland. And one of the guys were in the Leeds church. Just Darren started asking about Leeds and stuff like. And it was just like a great crowd interaction, and it was just the energy in the room instantly went up, and for the entirety of the show the energy in the room stayed up, and it was really really good. After the break, a couple of people left, but the energy remained. There was a couple there that like I still came at the start of the show, and I was chatting to them for a little bit, and they were like, "Oh, there was supposed to be four of us, but two out of the group dropped out," and we were like, "We want to go to see a comedy show," so like we came anyway. I was like, "Oh, great!" And like they had really good fun. They were a great couple to interact with as well. It's just really good night. Like I mean, I haven't felt this kind of like great energy and fun and a comedy show in a since the show in Burr with Shomer Spree, like during the summer last year, like a couple of months ago. Like it was a great show, and I met a couple of comedians as well that I haven't met before, and because I haven't at that stage I hadn't done comedy for about, I don't know, 5 or 6 weeks. I think the last gig I did before that was like 18th of November. As like I said, I always take a bit of a break for Christmas and stuff like that. So, but it was just really really good, and I really enjoyed myself. Very very happy how it went. And what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, in terms of the material I did, I used I'm trying to perfect a new opener and closer, so the middle was all new. Now there was two jokes I didn't get to because it kind of went off topic, because I wanted to interact with the crowd a little bit, because it was just one of those nights. It was a good energy in the room, so I was like, yeah, let's just go a bit off topic, which worked out great in the end. The opener and closer are working out really good, which I like. I also have this I think this will be coming out. This episode will be coming out in February, I think, at the start of it. But in February, I will be in a heat of Show Me the Funny again, third year in a row. Um, and just I'm kind of in the middle of kind of preparing material for that. So that's why I'm really working hard on the opener and the closer, because that's what I'll be using. I think for Show Me the Funny is about 7-8 minutes of material, so it's okay. Like last year, I wrote an awful lot more than any of the other years, so I definitely have a load of material that I'm going to use. Good material that works, so I'm happy about that. And what else? Yeah, just overall a great show. And the reason why I sound surprised or not surprised is because January can be like a lot of people don't generally go out like for in terms of like social life and clubs and pubs and stuff. A lot of people generally wouldn't really go until like Valentine's Day. So January can be a bit of a dry period. That's why a lot of people also do dry January, did their own drink on New resolutions and all that stuff. So it was kind of surprising to see such a good crowd. It was around about maybe 20 odd people in the show, which is great. You know, even if there was 10 people, we would have performed. But yeah, it was just like great energy. All the comedians did really well. Really great stuff, which really enjoyed myself. It was great. Very much enjoyed the night. It was a good first night to be back doing comedy. And I was chatting to the other comics after the show, and they were kind of the same. They were like, "Oh, I haven't." Oh, no, not before the show started. They were all kind of a lot of people were in the same boat as me, had taken a couple of weeks off and stuff like that. So it was great to be coming back, and first gig of this year. So hopefully many more this year. And I suppose that is it. What do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, yeah. So in next episode, I will tell you some big news that's happening, which I'm really looking forward to. And but yeah, that's all for this episode, I suppose. Good first gig back in the year, so hopefully good things for the rest of the year also. Like I said, a couple of busy months ahead, but yeah, so that is the episode. On to the next one. But as per usual, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. All the links down below to all my content and all my friends' content. Please support me and them because they help me and it helps me also. So yeah, what am I going to say? Oh yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.